Good morning, buongiorno, and welcome to Bologna. This is the second game of the Elite Invite tournament here on the beautiful sunny fields. I am Ali Thomas, joined by the inimitable Steph Rapazzo, and we are here watching the local team, CUSB Shout in the black, take on Jinx. No, sorry, CUSB in white. I was looking at the black. Taking on Jinx from Germany here in the first women's game on the stream.
Kicking things off right after the gentlemen kicked off the tournament, the home team on the stream. Stream back up and running. I'm very happy to be here alongside Ali Thomas to call this game for you, see what our second Germany-Italy club match is going to bring you. The Italian team, two-time champions before getting knocked off the block last season. To Jeuken, of course, back in Bruges. They're going to be wanting to get back on the podium, get themselves going. I think this is I'm sure this is a WUCC campaign for them. So they're hoping to peak in Cincinnati as well. And this is the first kick at the can.
Jinx also having a strong side. They tied 5th at EUCF after, of course, the last few games couldn't be played due to pitches being too waterlogged. They've got 6 of the World Games team players on this squad. Hopefully we'll be seeing some action from them later. Game should have started at, I believe, 22. Maybe a little bit of delay. And looks like we will have Jinx starting on offense. We've got, I believe that is Lagala with the disc on the far left.
Seibert lining it up to pull. Beautiful day in Bologna. I've been getting asked a lot of questions if I've had any gelato yet. And the answer is no, not yet. Not even a coffee. But when it rains, it pours. We're going to get that gelato in. It's going to come. But for now, shout Jinx. Here comes the action.
So Jinx coming out in a vertical look. We've got Garnier at the back. Little quick handler movement on the sideline. Swings to Charles. Centers. And now Preen. Very quick, lots of sharp movement working through this CUSB zone. Got Preen on the sideline. Centers to Garnier. Oh, nice shot through the middle. Gets it with momentum, puts it out. Wow! Niki Preen snags the trailing edge. And then our momentum takes her over. Dumps back to Garnier. Preen again. And then those two must have had 5 or 6 connections between them and finally get into the end zone. What a point to kick us off here, Steph.
Niki Preen back and running well. I haven't seen her playing in a while. And I'm not sure if I've just been missing a few of her games or if she's been taking a little bit of time off, but she has not missed a step. I still remember her in Barcelona. Castelldefels, in fact, the beach tournament there when the Seagulls won, and she had the game-winning layout on Universe Point over top of a defender in the corner. So that's kind of the last time I saw her. She was doing good things, and she's back to doing good things.
Well, that's what we like to see. Players doing good things, especially here on the stream.
Make it good.
Make it good for us.
Leave your not good stuff for not on the stream.
Is it even a mistake if no one sees it?
Yes. Stat. Count it.
So we'll get our first look at the CUSB O-line. I believe the coaches have been implementing some newer, faster-moving offenses since their second place finish in EUCF. They've been trying to focus on verticality and moving the disc very quickly.
Nice looking pull.
Centers to Bengi. Bengi looking upfield. Jinx favoring a match defense. And a tight match defense that is. Gets it off onto Brava and a miss throw. Is it going to be saved? Ooh! It is.
Gaia Pancotti.
That's Anna Chesky. Dumps back. Frangipani on the disc.
And what a save that was by Gaia Pancotti. I just got to mention it again before we get back in. It's Frangipani with it, but wow, what a play to keep that alive.
Hopefully you'll be able to see that on the replay once there's a break. Oh, high grab by Chesky. A little bit of a bump on the mark. Looking into the end zone, and a high release backhand into the waiting hands of Bonfante.
Bonfante hauls that one in. Pancotti did the yeoman's load of the work on that one. You could see, our angle was perfect, you could see like the little bronze rubber pellets coming off the ground as her knuckles scraped under. Wow, what a play. Nice throw to get there, but it was a little bit low. Of course, your receiver's got to get down that low. But good vision. There was a space in the defense there.
Oh, I thought it was an overthrow.
But I guess it was an open throw. A nice arc around, like two defenders. It just went in their face. Nice throw. A little bit early. No, it was low. Was it perfect, the throw? I
had assumed that it was for an underplayer and that it was a save from up the pitch.
Oh, yes.
I would have said it's maybe not the cleanest offense point for CUSB.
Oh, yeah. I'm all over the map now. I just saw the end of that replay in my head. Now I remember the whole thing. There was the missed under. It's more, I still haven't had my coffee.
That's all right, stuff.
But no, thank you for keeping me on pace there. Yeah. Excellent bailer. And in that sense, after the two unders, it did still just go past the two defenders there that looked like they would have a swatting reach, and Pancotti then went down. I was just so excited about the explosion of human and turf.
Yes. Sometimes it can play tricks on the mind when you see a play that good. So Jinx, we've got Ghana and Priyan at the back once more. Charles on disc.
Ooh.
Ooh, high blade. Priyan reels it in. Little open side to Charles. Gavic on the far sideline. Oh, sneaks one through the middle to Ghana. And lots of lovely horizontal movement from Jinx, really utilizing the width of the field. Oh.
No, I thought she had it.
Oh, Stabut just can't quite keep it up. And CUSB immediately looking to start moving the disc on the far sideline with Rabalya now. Sent off to Tarason. Oh, the two CUSB players in the same space, but the disc is caught. Wow, and lovely expansive play. Lagala with the score there.
Lagala, nice break point for Shout as they give a little shout. Tough defense, the German attack, Berlin, Jinx, they look comfortable, but there was two passes there, the one that got away and one before even to Priyan that were just a little lofty, a little imprecise. And credit that to some tight defense and tough marks. But yeah, they were rattled there, and Shout, walked it back the other way, made them pay.
The defense has been really impressive so far this game. Both teams, when I spoke to them earlier, talked about their offense and the focus they've been putting on offense, but it seems like the defense is really the star of the show at the moment. So we have 2-1 currently to Bologna. That is a break for them. So Jinx's O-line will have another crack.
Same looking crew out there. It's not everybody, mostly. Shal, Priyan, Ghana.
The usual suspects. Lovely pull makes it to the front of the end zone. Disc is central with Ghana. Off to Charles. The shout zone with a cup seems to be slowing down the upfield movement. They're getting off lots of little passes. Just as Shout got it to the sideline, they wanted to trap on. There's a break to the center of the field. Shell looking upfield, now looking behind her. Garnier gets it off and a high snag by Wagner.
Wagner, great snag.
Wagner gets it back. Back to Shell. Shell to Wagner. I love these give-goes that Jinx have. They just pop it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, that one was tidied up after giving away a break. The Shell-Wagner connection worked really good to close it off. Yeah, chopping away that offense. Hard moving in the backfield. Garnier showing her stuff as well. Efficient that time around, efficient.
Working it really nicely under the CUSB zone as well. Not looking phased, happy to move it backward and then immediately looking for that big arcing throw across the pitch. They're using the width of the pitch so well. It's now 2 apiece. So Garnier and Shell, 2 of the 6 players that are heading to America for the World Games this
German
July.
selection. 2 of the 6. So this team has 6 of the 7 best German players by recent national selection. They should be able to hang.
You would hope so.
But Bologna, of course, powerhouses of the division for years now.
They are indeed, and they will be looking to retake their crown at Euros this year. But of course, World Club's probably the main focus for them this season. Oh, Anna Chesky reels in a disc that I think was meant for Pankotzi, but it is called out. That's the second overthrow we've seen from Shout now, which is odd as there is no wind to speak of.
That one came out of the hands of Elena Bengi, who seems like she's a new player, but they've got themselves another turn.
Gifted back just too far for Marianne Nust. And so CUSB moving the disc very quickly. Right on the front of the end zone is Pankotzi, who sneaks it in and goes to high-five her teammate.
Chesky catches the goal. Chesky also had a great setup throw there. She went offhand with the left hand to jam it into Pankotzi in traffic in the middle, and then made the cut to score, and Pankotzi practically threw it at her face. She checked pretty hard in a small space, but it's the only way to get there. It was a well-thrown disc, in fact, well-taken disc. But, yeah, Bologna strike back and cash one in. 3-2 CUSB.
I mean, Chesky is pretty happy wherever you throw the disc at her. You know, your face, right above her, 3
Sticky
meters in
body.
front of her. She'll
Hit the body and I'll catch it.
Yeah, or anywhere within a sort of 3 meter radius.
Yeah, yeah. So, new coach with the Bologna Shout unit. We'll get some info on him as the day and weekend goes on.
I mean, there are several Shout coaches, but if that's Diego Signoretti, he was the one who coached the Italian Open team in Győr in Hungary. However, they do have several, so don't quote me on that.
You just quoted yourself. You made a quote of yourself.
So the usual handler setup for Jinx. We've got Gavic coming back to help out since Shout are sticking with their zone. Little crash into the middle, cross to Gavic. Thinks about Scala, but reconsiders. Oh, great shot through the middle. Liebert gets it off to Green.
Oh, well taken.
Scala floats it in to Lena Konstebut. There was a slightly dicey moment, but they took absolutely advantage of the defenders being out of condition to sneak in that goal, and Jinx looked very happy with that point.
Yeah, defender out of position because she went for a play on the up, which she had. She had a play at. That was Charlotte Terrazon.
Great shot through the middle.
From Switzerland, who made a play for it. She got beat. The catch was made. She bid. and then she was the deep coming under. Nobody left behind for the score to follow. But I think it was a worthy effort. When you can get that close, you can touch the disc. 95% chance to have a go at the D. But it costs you.
Yeah, especially near the end zone. It is dicey. It is dicey.
It is dicey. Three. Shout to receive one break in the game.
Pull goes up to Shout's O-line. Oh, looks off Gabrilovic. Chesky takes it high. He's looking into the middle. She finds Scazzieri. Scazzieri looking back, finds Bengi. Gabrilovic again. Very quick disc movement. Chesky once more, puts up air bounce. Gabrilovic on the end zone. Scazzieri finds Chesky, her second goal of the game, and I suspect there will be many more from her this game, and indeed this tournament.
This is the first time Chesky switched over to O-line. She's been a defensive player for years here in the system, so it's good to see. I talked to her, and she said maybe last time I saw her in Paris, maybe I'll play O one of these days. Let's see how it goes. So she's made the switch. She's playing O-line, scoring goals, getting in the middle of everything there. A nice turn there upfield as they hit the corner. Gabrilovic hit it and straight up the line to Sofia Scazzieri. That's before it was centered to the Chesky ensemble. But strings of play, very nice. Use of space, use of disc.
And we're still within one here. Neither team really looking like they're... oh, no, sorry. I mean, technically, yes, within one. I think it should be 4-all. Our score is slightly behind.
There we are.
So we will see the CUSB defense once again take on the Jinx offense. I wonder if they're going to keep with their zone, considering that Jinx seem to be working through it without too much trouble.
Once again.
Interesting to see what the coaching call is here. I think they'll stick with it, but I'm not sure that's the best call, what I would call, but that's just predictable. I think they'll stick with a zone.
Well, I'm sure we can get into what you would call maybe a bit later. Oh, they've changed it. It's 4-3. I was right. We are within one.
You were right. You were right. Blowing scoreboard. Just the wind making changes. Nikki Priyan fights to get under and does it.
So it looks like we're in a horizontal stack setup, but CUSB have indeed switched to match. Up the line strike from Gavic. She's not got a lot of options. She's looking up the line. Flat catch. Oh, wow. A chest pass to Priyan and then a fingertip snag from, I believe that was Ghana. So, wow. Adapting well to any defense, this team.
Adapting well. I didn't even see if any defense took shape there. The Jinx attack, efficient, right down the field.
Up the line straight.
Using their big guns.
From Gavic. She's not got
again.
A lot of options. She's looking up the
line.
line.
Action. That's the throw to Priyan. Hard clap in front.
Flat catch.
Nice,
nice. Wow.
Full body extended, right hand, turn the wrist, get behind that one. Haul it in for the goal, Ghana.
Just enough shape on it as well that the defender just, I mean, given that she was so far in front and had positioning anyway, the throw didn't need to be that perfect, but always nice when they are.
The president and the king and queen of Italian Ultimate walking past the broadcast booth. Sofia Scazzieri, Davide Mori. Royalty, we're in presence of Italian royalty when they're both around together.
That's us.
Yeah, we're getting set up piece by piece here, bit by bit, and we're bringing it all at you.
It's all coming together. Big pull is going to hang.
Reader on the pull.
Yeah, Tagliarani. Centers to Bengi. Bonfante, excuse me. Oh, and a big throw goes up. Anna Chesky all by herself.
That's not good defense. Oh, great cut.
Absolutely incredible cut. But, oh, wow, Chesky goes to ground. And before she's even fully got up, manages to get the throw up to, oh gosh, I can't see her number
in the back of the end zone
to Bengi. Wow, I mean, there was a lot going on in that point.
A lot going on. Chesky goes down to ground. She's going to get herself what they call in Italy the bresaola. Do you know what the bresaola is?
I do not know what the bresaola is.
It's like turf burn.
Absolutely incredible cut. But oh wow, Chesky goes to ground.
Open skin, fleshy wound.
And before she's even fully got up, manages to get the throw up to her.
But yeah, I think potentially a miscommunication on defense. Sometimes it happens that you think you've got the player opposite you, or you say, oh yes, we'll switch on the way down. And then
I mean, there was two on the other. They had a little bit of a zone back there. They both kind of moved in and deep on the same side, which was the opposite side Chesky went to, and Chesky was found open, clean.
I mean, if you see Chesky in space, even a small space, you're going to hit her. So with a space that big, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer,
and then
really.
Bengi's cut at the end, she had that beautiful little spiral cut. That one wasn't the one that got her open for the score, but that was nice. That was fun to watch. The little back of the end zone, full shoulder 360 rotation, open up the other way. Ballerina cut.
So we'll see whether Shout stick with their match defense, or maybe they'll give their zone another shot.
Okay, I gotta actually identify it this time before Jinx starts just chopping upfield the other way. What is it? Yeah, they got two streakers at the front here for sure.
That's a gorgeous pull.
No, but they're coming in and playing match defense.
Jinx looking like they're sticking with 3 handlers, or possibly 3.5, and using the width of the pitch once more. Gavic finds Garnier. She's got several deep options, too many deep options to make a throw viable. Gavic gathered by Garnier. Up the field, is it kept in by Stebut? It is. Dumps back. Oh, gets low to find her again. And it's too high, but will it be saved? It will! That's Garnier doing bits once more.
Overthrowing is okay in this game. You'll get bailed out.
Oh, but throwing behind is not. Just an overcorrection there from Charles. And so the Shout D-line will have a chance for another break.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
They're quite far. That's a floaty throw. Oh my God.
Moly.
Both players going to ground.
And
but
Gerda the other way step in front.
Honestly, you take your eyes off this game for a second and 3 amazing things happen.
Succotash. What is
and then
going
stuff
on?
like that happens while you're watching.
Stone cold drop.
Wagner just bouncing off the ends of the fingers, just clapped too soon. Oh, wow, what a break.
Oh, and Marchesini can't read it. Back the other way again.
Oh, here we go. It's like tennis.
This is a bit like tennis.
It looks like there's a foul call on the throw. Let's see if maybe we can get another look at that. It was on the round. Wagner's
foul on the throw.
Wagner's
called.
Nodding. So it looks like we won't get another look, but it is going back.
And timeout immediately called.
Okay. Okay.
Sorrenti slows it down after they get it back on the call. Well, that was a series of events. I don't even know how long ago the last point was now. Did that all just happen in the same one, or was that the last point? It all happened in the last one is the answer there.
A series
Ping pong,
of unfortunate,
tennis.
yeah, unfortunate events, for sure.
Some seemed like they were shaping up for fortunate.
Oh, gets
But they
low
just kept
to
turning
find her again.
unfortunate.
And it's
Yeah.
too high, but will it
Call
be
it the conservation
saved?
of greatness, don't they? So
Yeah,
spread out across
quite
both teams,
far.
not limited to any one player.
That's a floaty throw. Both players going to ground. But it's
the other way step in front.
Sounds fair, sounds equitable.
honestly, you take a
You know, we're all about equity in Ultimate.
Indeed we are.
So whoops and shouts from Jinx, obviously hyping themselves up for defense. How do you feel, Steph, about the nearish the end zone timeout call.
I like as few timeouts called as possible in a game. I mean, not, okay, sometimes you depend, the situation can always change. You get a small roster, situation change. Big tournament, situation change. So sometimes in play timeouts, okay, they have their place of time. But the fewer, the better for me, especially if there's any momentum. Okay, multi-turn point, you kind of get it. You kind of get it. You have to, okay, we've gone over this a couple times. Let's burn one. As few as possible is my answer.
We are 9 points deep into this game, and it is getting warm. There are some slightly shiny red faces out there. So yes, after 5 turnovers in a point, you do, you know, need to catch your breath, even if it is an unfortunate field position.
So it is kind of, yeah, field position stuck in the corner here, but it is kind of like, you know, starting on O right now. It's your D line, got to do it, but run their basic. Run the, they still run sideline plays, center plays. Not necessarily pull reception plays, but D-lines run their O's. And they get a chance to kick things off here, all set up. If they can get off the line. So,
punishing defense, and it's a high release backhand caught just on the edge by Marcassini, who immediately looks deep, but it's batted out of the air and chased out of bounds by Jinx. Wow, not quite a time over, but that was some fantastic defense from Jinx.
Fantastic defense. Marcassini thought she saw an opening. Terrason was a step ahead, but that door was closed by Eidavad.
So
and equipment call, no. We're back in action. Garnier now starting in her corner.
Swings to the middle, and it looks like CUSB are still, oh gosh, oh my god, she flew.
Holy Nelly.
That's one for the highlight reel. Garnier saving possession, must have been a meter off the ground. Jinx wasting no time to get back to their tiki-taki, fast-flowing offense. She's still running, Garnier in the middle of the field now.
How can she touch that disc without melting it right now?
Oh no!
And they've gone back to the original plan from the last point.
Scala.
Or the same point. This is the same point.
This is the same point.
Wait a minute, I thought it was the last point.
Just a self-turn there.
Ubiquitous preservation of greatness, a never-ending well. An abundance like the Italian barbecue yesterday.
This is a mammoth point now, a mammoth point.
These ones count for more, right? Shot deep, not happening.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a Hail Mary that on stall 2.
Who's got the legs? Who's got the legs? Legs are gonna win this point.
Legs and hands.
Yeah, I guess both.
Not with a bang, but with a flat flick from Garnier to Wagner. Oh, apologies to Gvich.
How do you say that name again?
Gvich.
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 Gvich. Thank you. Wow. What a series. I don't know. Where
Who's
do we
got
start
the
with
legs?
this?
Who's
Like,
got the legs?
got
Legs are
there.
going to win this
But that
point.
was back.
Legs and hands.
Here's the
Yeah.
scoring play again.
I
Beautiful
guess
piece
both.
of work. Wagner
Wagner to
took his fifth.
and then the word witch, like a witch.
Gwitch.
There we go.
Gwitch. Great bit of play there. Wow. That layout by Garnier earlier in the point. I mean, fully horizontal, better than hip high and like fingertips on the disc. It was that. Wow, they deserved that one.
Yeah,
They
incredible.
deserved that. I mean, there was good play on both sides of the disc, but
Incredible commitment, yeah.
incredible commitment. That stood out to me as gritty. Never say die kind of play. Those are, like I said, those ones count for more. No, they don't. They count for one. But
Mentally.
motivation, momentum, inspiration, they count for more.
You would have thought that was for Universe or, you know, for game, but we are at 5-all now. Frangipane, a high one, but Bengi gets it. No round being called from the sideline. Chesky's cutting. There's two into the same space.
3,
On a high
4.
stall. Oh my God. 3 players and Skatsieri picks it up, but there's an injury. Chesky maybe has a little bit of the, what was it, the Bazaola? Brezaola. But she's all right, so the disc will be tapped in. Looks for the dump. Oh, open side throw. Looked off by Pancotti. Oh my goodness.
Pagliarini going to ground.
Clap catch layout. Chesky at the front of the end zone. Oh, just a little slip from the ISO there. Frangipane in the dump space is faked, told to get into the end zone. Can't quite get the round.
Woo!
Oh, and it is up. Is it up? Anna
It's
Chesky.
up. It's definitely up. Chesky's got it rolled to ground.
Yeah, so Hugo Schulze, another one of the World Games players, tries to get it, but Chesky gets another score for Shout.
I got to see Skatsieri pull that one off the ground again. I didn't get a great angle on that. I thought it was going down for sure. And Baba
just a
looked
little
past the other side of the pole.
from the
and
ISO
she's
there.
standing up with a disc in her hands.
Yeah, there were two Shout players who I think were sort of in that area to receive the disc. Both of them not able to read it, so Skatsieri able to come in. And then we'll see Chesky, great contact avoidance, sort of falling over Schulze and not crushing her, which would have been unfortunate.
So 6-5, what a game. Couple more points back and forth like that, we might end up in I won't even say it, a situation. We might end up in a situation.
A potentially sticky situation.
That's the one.
Hello to everybody watching on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying this live Ultimate content. If you're not subscribed already, do hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a comment, do all the things that feed the algorithm, help us out.
Help us out, do the things.
Do the things.
I'll repeat the things about doing the things for you to do the things. We'll all do the things together.
Watch the players do the things. You guys do the things on the other side of the screen. So Jinx signaling readiness. CUSB taking their time, making sure they're not offside. The low pull. Court. Centre to Charles. Charles to Garnier. Garnier's looking around but shrugging a little bit. And there's a call of maybe disc space. Oh
so
no,
we
it's
got a
foul
puppy
contested.
fence zone here, 1-3-2-1, whatever you like to call it, Pommy. A little bit of a switch on the mark there. Garnier takes space.
And we've got Garnier on the sideline with momentum. Doesn't shoot it deep. Jinx using the width of pitch once again, and it's a big arm to a big player. Woo, woo, woo. Oh my God, Vargara and Garnier, what a connection. What a pair.
This game is, this is quality. This is quality stuff out here where they're back and forth. Big plays, they're happy to put it up. They're happy to walk them in. This one is going to boil down to it, I think. This one is going to boil down to it. We've got a hot matchup here, Ulti TV.
A timeout being called by Jinx. They need to get a break, and they are, I wouldn't say running out of time, with, approaching the halfway point in the game. But just as Shout haven't had really an answer to some of the players on Jinx, I think Jinx D-line also needs to come up with an answer to the Shout.
It seems like they're coming. The D-line is coming. They're coming around. They're getting warm. Hugo Schultz, as you mentioned, is throwing herself around out there. She could be the one.
We just need, oh wow, they're really hyped up.
How's energy difference?
Yeah, looks like Shout are circling up in their separate lines.
Yeah, you guys talk about what you're doing. We'll talk about what we're doing. Technical, back to business. Let's do it. We know how to do it. Let's do it right. Jinx, a lot more energy. Feeling good out here. Let's get up. Maybe not exactly those words from either of the squad's collective mental inner dialogue, but somewhere around there, I imagine.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe, most likely. possibly the vibes reflecting the fact that CUSB only train with 14 players during the week. So they have a lot of players who don't live in Bologna, so they come to their weekend trainings. But
there's more than 14 here.
There are more than 14 here, thankfully. But if someone can't make it, they can't play 7-on-7. That's how tight the numbers they are in Bologna for this squad.
I mean, you see a lot of that around Europe this year, I guess. There's a lot of teams pulling in talent, focusing on WUCC campaign before the EUCF campaign. Some of them are connected, some of them are actually separate campaigns, and you know, when you get one chance at it, a lot of veterans they decide who they're going to pick their team with based on the quality of teams, and when you can get some top players in to join, you got to have that balance. What are the rules? How often do you have to be here? How committed do you got to be? Are you in the WhatsApp groups? Do you come train? Just meet me at the tournament. I'm just there to make heads roll. I swing the sword, that's it. Are they those kind of pickups or what? And there are no swords in Ulti.
Thankfully, yes, non-contact sport, no having weaponry allowed. Oh my goodness, this matchup from Schulzer and Chesky is incredible. Chesky coming out on top once again. It looks like there may be a travel called. Oh, okay.
Travel and then violation, maybe?
Yeah, I would.
Like, not called in.
A little bit cheeky.
Yeah, Bengi saw Scazzieri wide open. Okay, it's a free one. We'll take it.
Yeah. So.
Not so free.
A little bit of repositioning here.
Chesky, what a play.
Can't wait to see that one again. So the disc will be tapped in, as per the rules. Oh, great movement from Pagliarani.
Bengi can't hang on.
And here is the chance.
This is the chance that they've been waiting all game. Patient, easy does it. And now here comes the break. Team!
Oh my God!
Pagliarini dives in front.
Oh my God, out of nowhere she comes in and gets that. And she's looking to get the disc back immediately.
She wants touches. She's feeling hot.
She's really going for it. Lots of little fakes from Scazzieri. Gets the round to Bengi. And a pick called. Lots of flexing going on. I think that's
double bicep flex, pick.
I think it's on Scazzieri once again.
And so we have one Scazzieri in uniform. We'll have to get our intel on Irena. I know she's getting better on the way back. I think her plan is to play, but I am not sure. She suffered her injury at EUCF in the final, of course. Pagliarini.
Oh, that's low and zingy and too far. It's going to sail out of the back, the intended receiver, Ilaria Bonfante. So Jinx gifted another opportunity for their D-line, who I think are yet to score a point. And this would put them ahead.
First lead of the game. Did they score first? They did get the disc first. Yes.
Yes.
Since 1-0.
Yes, since 1-0, yes. Which some would argue wouldn't necessarily count.
No.
So Shout putting on their zone. We're in the end zone here. Some have called it Callahan country.
I've heard it called that. Maybe out of my own mouth.
Oh, high stall and manages to get a straight shot forward through the cup.
So this O-line going transition into zone D. Why not? Oh, sneaking it through some tight spaces.
I have no idea how that came off. Oh, that's a big shot. Frangipani looking to get it. Oh, no. And I think Muckstein just went up a bit too early. Maybe thinking she could try and bait Frangipani into her own jump too early, but then the disc just sailed over. And it looks like CUSB signaling a timeout from the sideline and on the pitch. So Frangipani will take that. What do you make of this call, Steph?
Well,
as opposed as you are to timeouts.
Yeah, after a couple turnovers, I think I would have right now kept playing. But The only reason maybe I feel the energy difference here, I still think Jinx are coming a little bit harder than CUSB right now. And if they feel that too, yeah, why not reset? And like I said, I want to use as few as possible, especially like it. I would say almost zero. If my O-line's out and hasn't turned it, and they've received it, and have just gone through 20, 30, 40 passes, but haven't scored, but haven't turned it over either, like, do not call it out. Like, run your offense.
For sure.
Okay, second, third, fourth possessions. This is, it's a matter of the team. Like, if fitness-wise, if your fitness level is better than the other team's whole fitness level, and you're still running them, you're just not getting the breaks, like, I say keep it going, run them. But if you're feeling tired, especially tired in your matchups, if you feel like your matchup is just got your screws a little bit, take the break. Then reset, get that space all over again, make everything static for a second.
So we did see the whole Shout team there in the timeout, as opposed to the 2 split groups they had earlier. Maybe trying to get a little bit more of a team vibe. Oh, we're on camera again. Hello. Look at the players, not us.
Frizzy water in Italy.
Frizzante.
Frizzante. It's the good stuff.
Certainly got some fizzy plays happening on here.
San Benedetto. There's a beach town just south of Rimini called San Benedetto del Tronto. It's beautiful, just outside of Ascoli Piceno. And Rimini right now, of course, just north of here, San Benedetto, where the water comes from. Maybe not the same San Benedetto del Tronto. But Paganello is being hosted as we speak.
Yes.
I don't know how many years. Many, 30, perhaps.
Well, we're back in play here. Got Bengi on the far sideline.
Zipper up the field.
And Io to Scazzieri. Oh, Chesky looks and then gets it of Gabrilovic. And I couldn't even see that. There were players on the sideline in the way, but it is another turn for the CUSB O-line.
Chesky turned her body around too much there and put too much blade in that around. Needed some float.
I can't believe she caught that with one hand.
Yeah, that was casual, wasn't it? Oh. Oh! Hugo Schultz hits the ground. Disc starts banging around. Another turnover here.
I do feel for this D-line because they haven't had a lot of opportunities up to the last couple points to play offense. And it's hard when, you know, you're in that D mindset to then switch to offense if you know, for six points you haven't been playing it.
Oh, Chesky hangs on.
She
Defense
does do that.
in her pocket.
Oh my God. Had positioning. Throw was perfect. I think maybe the sun.
Nah, the sun's gone the other way. I just had to look where the sun was first.
Oh, that's a big arm, big throw, but it's going to come short. Another throw for Schultz that's just too bit. She immediately puts the force on, though. This is some incredible grit from these 14 women.
Frangipane. Oh, Scazzieri can't even make up for it.
And Scazzieri sort of lies on the floor for a second. She may have got a face full of grit.
Spit that out between the teeth.
Looks like an injury is being called.
Uh-oh, injury is being called. That's the indication from the opposition. She's being tended to immediately by opposition and teammate Captain Pancotti, so obviously hoping the best for her.
Yeah, I mean, she got up, so
yeah,
that's good, but I think maybe just a bit winded.
Yeah, expectation to be winded, hitting the ground, front of the chest. It looked like a normal enough landing. Arms or legs weren't flailing or anything.
So I'm losing track of the number of turnovers here. Do we make that 4 apiece? 5 apiece?
I'm sorry, I'm not keeping track, but it could. I'd say 4 apiece.
Well, it'll be 5 for Shout as they start on
yes.
offense.
Okay, this is
but,
a shadow.
no, I mean, I fed you two false options there.
Okay, it's 2 options, 3 options, 3 turnovers. Oh yeah, 2 false options. So it's still 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Back in the end zone, Callahan Country. Are they gonna get out of there alive?
Looks like they've managed it. Lots of quick, and there we go.
Schultz, Frangipani. Schultz had a better eye on it. Frangipani sticks with it. A bunch of contact. They were crisscrossing. Foul called.
That was a hard disc to read. It looked like they were both directly underneath it and not able to see which edge is going to tilt which way. Plus, the sun is right there. So we'll see it again. It does look like there could have been some arm contact. Let's see if we can have it again in slow motion.
Here it is. So arms clack there. For me, that's no foul. There is a little bit of contact, but it's it's a tough one. I think it can go either way. Let the players work that out. What do you think? I mean, anytime there is contact.
That was a great catch. Oh my God, that was so good. No look, but slightly behind her. What on earth?
Wow. Confidence oozing.
That's a swag catch.
I actually missed the swag catch. I'm really disappointed. I just saw the smile afterwards.
Oh dear. I guess no replay on that one. Oh, sad. Okay, we're back in play. So, a little bit of a breather that call gave everybody, which is probably needed after the roller coaster of a point we're having, both emotionally and physically.
See if they can stable the ship and stable our hearts.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot across the field. Oh, and straight into
Pancotti.
Yes. Not quite sure what happened there, but CUSB have excellent position. No fanfare for that D. We've got Pancotti looking forward. Pagliariani. Oh, Frangipani. There we go. Chesky, and no call. No call. That was a bit of an anticlimactic end to that point, so.
Yeah, I mean, Hugo Schultz came under there. She took the last bid step in front, made a tiny bit of contact there as well. But I think all's good. Like, no heavy contact. Same people involved. Took her chance there, and as soon as she took the step for the step in front, well, once you miss, like we saw earlier, you're beat behind. And here is that finish. Schultz step in front, miss, open Chesky.
Yeah. If I'm Schultz, I don't want to keep playing. I don't want to call that. Honestly, like this point has gone on for so long. It's now 7-6. I think another timeout has been called, which is our third or fourth in the last couple points.
Long points. It's not exceptionally windy. It is. There's a breeze. There's a breeze. It's not even. I wouldn't even say windy. There is a breeze.
It's starting to pick up just a little bit. But it's what those might call a thrower's wind. It's not really enough to make a difference, but just enough that you have to concentrate that little bit more when you're throwing. So it's now 10:30.
10:30, and I still haven't had a coffee.
Oh no, it's 11:30. Sorry, my computer's still on English time.
We need the coffee situation remedied.
Nearly lunchtime.
Oh my God! I hope we get something Italian for lunch. It could just be more frizzante.
I mean, I'd be a bit concerned if they gave us something not
my
Italian
whole diet
here in Bologna.
in Bologna is frizzante for the weekend. I'm gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's a detox. It's a detox.
No, that's not the detox I came here for. Life detox. Get it out of me. Get more frisbee into me.
You just saw the happy, smiling face of Pagliarani, who had some fantastic plays in this last point. I mean, fantastic plays all around. Bodies flying everywhere. Bodies hitting the floor.
I mean, standout players. I mean, the way looking at Jinx, like Garnier stands out as one. But there's so many. But to me, Garnier seems like she's the churning at the back. I saw at the start of the game, Priyan was given a lot of energy, a lot of cuts, and continues to as well. But I feel like the last 4 or 5 points, Garnier's been there for Jinx, even though one went the other way there. CUSB, you're getting it from all levels. The offense is bend but don't break kind of mentality, and it is a war of attrition, some of these points. I
think this game is going to be won by the defense. And so far, Jinx have got the half of getting the turns, but they haven't got the half of then converting those turns. So we'll see the Jinx O-line try and do their job, tick their box. Wagner to Charles.
Zone defense out of the Bolognese. Lots of space if they're patient. That one skips Priyan and goes deep, but Marchesini munches that one up. Priyan was the open option there.
Yeah, just snaffled, and that's excellent deep help. Oh dear, a little bit of frustration on the face of Farolfi, but she gets it off into Marchesini. Shot through the middle to Rabaglia.
Farolfi was off to the races there.
She's bailed out by Bonus. Bonus to Farolfi. Farolfi spins around. Oh, bobbled by
Hands there.
Harris. Harris to Bonus. Looking around, and there's a stoppage in play. Oh gosh, there's a Jinx player on the floor. I didn't see what happened. I hope she is all right.
No, I didn't have eyes on that player gone down. It was away from the disc. It is Nikki Priyan. And that's not good news for her team or for her.
Not at all. So she will hop off. So there have been a couple of players on the Jinx side who came into this weekend with not full-on injuries, but niggles, the kind of things which can sort of build up over a tournament weekend when you're playing a high volume of high-intensity frisbee. So it's possible she maybe just stood on her ankle a little bit, and hopefully it's going to be one of those things that you just need to walk it off and take a few points. She didn't. Okay, looks like they're getting an ice pack out. Fingers crossed that it's not a sprain. As that's a score, immediate score after that injury call by Shout.
I took us away from the play there for a second. I didn't realize we were back in from the injury so soon. I got into space zone, and well, Bologna back on the board.
So that is now half. Shout taking that half 8-5. And we will have an end change, but I don't think much of a break given how tight the schedule is this weekend.
Tight stream and schedule. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
work
work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
We are back in the second half of this elite invite here in Bologna. And it's an immediate rip deep. Unfortunately, neither Chesky or Scazzieri can get there. So first half, action-packed. We had some beautiful clean holds and some very scrappy points. I think if there was a point with a turnover, we didn't have more that, oh sorry, that it wasn't just a case of there's one turnover and now it's a goal. Oh, cheeky scuba. It was many, many turns. So we'll see that. We've had one turn in this point. Perhaps it will be a commentator's curse and the Jinx D-line will be able to put it in immediately. They are currently in the back of their end zone. CUSB zone, keeping them there. Schultz gets it off to Stur. And now Villa on this sideline. Little pop-off to, I believe that's Nust.
Villa with that confident oozing catch to bring things back into play earlier has been looking good on this line.
That's Leonie right on the end zone. Geiger. Oh, and Chesky snaps it to the floor. Anik not quite able to get there, and that is heartbreaking for the Jinx defense.
Heartbreaking news. Too far in front. Everything was looking good again, but the scoring throw not.
I think that was the best string of passes that we've seen. That's the best offense from the Jinx D-line that we've seen so far. Long may it continue, but we're back with Shout on offense now. We've got Bengi in the middle of the field. Jinx D-line putting a lot of pressure on. Got Sorrenti, puts a big one up. Schultze looks like she might have position, and Schultze gets in front of Chesky for the D. Chesky gets to her feet, and the D-line immediately back on it. Geiger on the far sideline.
Is this break coming? Is it coming? They'll celebrate it if it is.
Oh no, it just flubs out of the hand of Dori Sagi after that very casual one-handed catch. It looks like, you know when the disc gets kind of sweaty, slippy, and you're just not gripping it hard enough, it just kind of fluttered to the ground.
Yeah, something didn't fire there. Slippery disc syndrome. Oh, Scazzieri takes another one off the collarbone this time.
They can't just have one turn. It has to be multiple.
It's either super clean hold or multi-turnover point.
I saw a player in black catch it, but it was just one of the men on the sideline warming up. Oh my goodness. No. That is an incredible bid.
Foul, no contest.
But yeah, it's a foul on Anik. So we'll see. They are within touching distance of their first break, this Jinx D-line.
Sniffing that end zone line.
And considering that they're now 2 points behind, it is sorely needed. Schultze running hard, gets it back to Anik. Open play on the end zone.
Break.
Goes for the break. There is no pick call. She is just that free. That is Betty Villa getting the break for Jinx. Finally, a conversion for this D-line.
Betty Villa been working so hard on the D-line, doing the calm, cool, collective, keeping the mood for the team, but working hard defensively, and gets to be the one to cash it in for that also precious break at this stage in the game.
So after a few false starts for the D-line in that point, they were able to just get those passes together. I think they were helped by the fact that they were relatively close to the end zone, not to take away from the fact they're all working incredibly hard out there. But yes, let's hope that this is the fire that this D-line needs to maybe try and go on a D-roll. We're seeing a couple of the same faces out there. Schultze is still on the line, her red cap, distinctive. Oh, she's put it facing forward now. I think that's how we know she means business.
There was an old Sylvester Stallone movie called Over the Top that I used to love. It was just after he did his Rocky stuff, so he was like the big boxing macho American movie hero. And then he did a movie called Over the Top, and he was a trucker arm wrestler. And his thing, anytime he would do it the other way, he would wear his hat forward, and anytime it was go time, he'd turn the hat around, and then he would win his arm wrestling match. So Schultze channeling some Over the Top Stallone in reverse. Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah. I think there's a slight difference in builds between Stallone and Schultze. She's a bit more of the sort of lean, whip it build. So we've got The Shout offensive line back on. They're having to run hard, 2 points in a row. That's definitely what they're used to. Scazzieri and Chesky. Chesky with an inside-out flick all the way to Gaia Pancotti. And that is a textbook score for CUSB.
Chesky, nice looking throw to Pancotti to score. Nice string up the side. Also good to see Scazzieri's back in the game. And her sister did just pass by us. So Ayden in the neighborhood. Whether she's playing or not, we'll get more on that later.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out the score. It is now 9-7. So, starting to get towards the end of this game, it's quite imperative for Jinx that their D-line continues the momentum. They weren't able to in that last point. So once again, it is on the O-line to very quickly score their point and give the D-line an opportunity.
Get our D-line on the field. Get them back on the field. Get them back on the field. It's an urgency. You got to be very efficient in doing your job and don't make it too urgent because you're the O-line. You got to be chill. But let's get them back on the field. We can't win if they're not on the field.
And this O-line is so good at being chill. They have been just under match, under zone. They've been working it through calmly, efficiently, and with some super stellar plays on the way as well.
Is it windy now?
It's hard to tell. We're in
it's a bit more than breezy,
there
isn't
is
it?
more. It is more consistent in one direction, and it is blowing
towards our cameras, right to left a little bit.
I think it's left to right. I don't know. I've just wet my finger and held it up.
We're swirling. Actually, looking at the flags at the back, it's going away from us.
Oh, okay, there we go.
But
so
those are
crosswind.
Oh, Terrason changes her mind this time. She went under last time and paid for it. On the next throw, this time she stays back and lets the defense catch up.
So we've got the usual suspects, Wagner, Scala, and Garnier working it round the back. Garnier on the disc, pops it back to Wagner, who immediately follows her throw after getting it off. Woo! Oh, and caught by Gavich. We're saying a lot of the same names over and over again. There are some incredibly strong core players of this Jinx side, and they are doing an absolute job right now.
Got their defense back on the field, did what they were meant to do. Pretty quick and efficient. Clean hold. Otherwise, if they would have turned it over, we would have seen 7 more. But they avoided that.
They did.
The last catch a little bit behind. We're going to see that again, but made good with.
Love this from Wagner. She gets the throw off, and then, you know, as soon as it's left her hand, she's after it. So yeah, looks like the wind is consistent. It is coming towards us into our faces. It is gentle.
See, the flag I was referencing earlier in the back of the end zone there, it's blowing one way, but it's because it's one of those curved spine flags. It's not a free-flowing flag. It has a... it's got a spine that makes it go the direction it's planted into the ground. Here comes Bonfante and crisp shout.
Hopefully none of their discs will end up planted in the ground. We've got Bengi in the middle. This is tight defense from Jinx. Oh, just round the back. Bonfante gets it off to Bengi. Bengi looking in the middle. Oh, wow. Bonfante goes to ground. Just sort of a half layout there. Scazzieri. Striking cut under. Dumps it off to Pagliarani. She's looking upfield, plants the foot, gets it off to Pancotti. Pancotti looking over the shoulder of her mark, sort of peering round, can't find much. Stall count was too high, and it's snaffled away by the Jinx team, who immediately looked to start moving it. Oh gosh.
Great poach D by Schultz there in the lane, came under and took away anything that was coming under the lane. Forced up that deep throw, and the defense was there to take that away too. Here they come.
A lot of very casual one-handed catches from this team. Oh, go on, go on.
Nah, not that far. Go on. Chuck your body. So, wasn't a clean hold, wasn't a clean break. We're into another multi.
That's heartbreaking for Anique. She had her player, you know, with a couple of steps, just thought she could put it out into space. And I don't even think that was the wind. I think that was just an overzealous kind of, oh gosh, we can equalize, we can equalize. But 'twas not to be. So shout once again on offense. Pagliarani, big fake. Mark staggers back. IO shot to Scattieri. But that's going to go out of bounds.
She tried for like a flick greatest.
But I think
like
she'd already run out of bounds.
Thumb spin greatest. No,
well,
that one's not going to count.
Always try, always try.
Yeah. Even for the mediocreest.
Oh, that is a hand block by Scattieri.
Did she get a thumb on there?
It looked like it went to ground quite fast. Anique not able to get a hand to this. Pancotti now on disc. There's some fantastic movement from Pagliarani, but unfortunately she had her back to her. Schultz with the trying to get the run through, catching up now.
Hands team comes out there, hangs on to a hot one for that forced conversion in the end. Bologna hangs on for a multi-turn point and come away with the goods on. Yeah, that last possession was under duress still. Defense was there, defenders were there, but tight passes coming in hot, strong hands on 2 catches. Good looking play. Ilaria Bonfante started that play very well early in the point. Here's the score first. Scattieri didn't have to go down, catches it at the knees in the bread basket, big Italian bread basket. If we're talking about the target size there, it was a little bit low. She had to go down. But Bonfante earlier making some great visual communication with her center handler, who was number 29 Bengi at the time centering, and just a beautiful pass out the sideline here. I thought they were going to score 2 possessions ago. Bonfante caught it, put it up the sideline. It was a great use of space. It was right in front of us too, and that's why I mentioned it was great to see her just like, yeah, my defender's not looking at me. Just throw it to that space and I'll go catch up.
Yeah, the perils of face marking. So Jinx are coming into this tournament looking for top 4. That's their goal. And considering how they're hanging on with Shout, I think that is definitely possible.
This is a very strong squad. They could go very deep in this tournament. This is a round-robin tournament, remember, though, so every result goes towards championship. No playoff, no bracket buster at the end of this one.
Beautiful, quick play between Libat and Ghana. Got one-handed snag. Centers. Getting very close to the end zone now. That's a high one. Can she read it?
Second option. Second effort.
Got several open players on the break side. Wow, big spike. That is Ghana with the assist.
3 or 4 open throws in a row. Once they got one break, they were all open. Short passes. I thought Garnier was actually in for the score. She was that open and right on the line, I guess. But one throw away, and yeah, how about them? Top 4, very doable. Lose right now one of their arguably best players out of the game. We'll see if she's out of the tournament. That's, again, a different maker for the game and the weekend. Wishing her the best, hoping to see her back, but mostly for her best health.
Can see Schultz are there.
And with them out, and with her out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They are stepping up, staying in this, and, you know, most teams come to a tournament start of the season like, let's just get better every game right now. There's always gelling. There's never a whole team, complete roster, coach, uniforms, everything that is like a carryover from last season. It's the start of the season.
Yeah,
it's,
for sure. Take each season as it comes.
Yeah, let's just get better. Let's take them as we go, find stride, and if they get better from here, it's a nice start. And hey, they're in this game. Nothing's over.
For sure.
That is
sure. Every
for
coach
darn sure.
Every coach I've spoken to so far has mentioned chemistry and building chemistry in this tournament. And so even if you lose every game, there's still wins sort of that you have on the field in terms of building those connections in a tournament setting.
Exactamundo.
I mean, wins are nice, though. So a bit of miscommunication on the pull, no one catching it, but Pagliarani picks up, throws to Bonfante, who's immediately, wow.
Scazzieri, Sofia.
Perfectly read, perfectly weighted throw. She dumps off to Chesky. Chesky looks upfield for about 2 seconds and then dumps back to Pagliarani. Oh, under tight pressure. Wow.
Davide Mori likes that one. He says bravo all over. Comes back, looks straight at the commentary. But did you see my wife make that catch? Did you see her score that goal? And we saw Davide. We saw Davide.
I'm getting a Borat vibes.
Uh-oh. My wife. Borat style. Let's see. I don't know. What does everybody else think? Surely they could hear Davide behind us walking. He's not a quiet man.
So we'll see here that catch under high pressure and then rockets one right into the chest of Scazzieri. Beautiful point.
I just heard somebody on I didn't know we were in Germany, but I heard some suggestion of breakfast with Pilsner. And I didn't think that was an Italian thing, but I don't think I would be so opposed to it if the coffees aren't coming.
Surely it should be whatever the local beer is here.
Moretti.
Is that local to
Perino?
Bologna?
No, not local. But what is the... I wonder if any of our crew knows what the local beer is in Bologna.
Asking the important questions here. I'm not sure that a beer plus COVID brain fog would do wonders for my commentary. I can't speak for Steph. So big pull incoming from Terrason. Goes to ground, is fielded by Ghana. To Shell, then back to Ghana. Shell again. Shout have reverted to their cup zone. Jinx offense.
Ghana.
Not finding a problem with it. Swung round to Gavic. And that is a drop, a stone cold drop, as Steph would say. Shal tries to pick it up on the bounce, but unfortunately that did hit the floor. Farolfi and Terrason having a little bit of a miscommunication there. But they're on the end zone now. Farolfi looking for options, and a pick called by Liebert.
They are very, very clogged right now. All 7 Shout players in a very small box there.
You can hear Mori on the sideline.
Directing traffic.
Exactly. Terrason. And another pick. Calling for horizontal movement, but perhaps not through other players. So we'll see if Shout can get the formation a little bit stricter, try and cut down on these picks. Terrason still looking upfield. Still count rising. Gets it off to Marchesini. Marchesini to Farolfi. And another pick. Gosh. So see here, a bit of discussion. Bit of talk about the cutting lanes. Farolfi, big step round, gets it off to Harris. There's a lot of cuts, all happening at the same time. Oh wow, Marchesini catches it with a lot of momentum, but going the wrong way. Whoa. And that is a high release blade.
Oh, and Ghana snacks on it.
That is a tasty snack for Ghana.
Oh, and she just backs it up with a big backhand.
Oh my God, this is insane. This is incredible. That was practically the entire pitch Ghana just covered. Let's see if the O-line can put it in. Wagner looking for Garnier. She gets the round off. Garnier stays on her feet, doesn't need to go to ground for that one. And a timeout calls for all of us to catch our breath. I need to catch my breath.
It's all happening here. Jinx desperate to cash one in here, keep it within one. Late game action.
So we'll see here both teams circling up. There is a lot to talk about in terms of what to do in this point. So we will see what kind of setup the Jinx offense puts together, whether they'll do an ISO or perhaps favor some other kind of set play. But we've been going now for over 75 minutes, so not a lot of time left in this game. And a couple of points for Jinx to make up.
And the mixed teams coming up next, trying to take a little bit of field space, get their warm-up in. They've got a very narrow sideline to get their warm-ups in otherwise. So even these little quick breaks, they'll take the field. Seskidiscus, and Monkey from Grenoble, an all-French battle coming up next in the mixed division. We've got live Ultimate coming at you all weekend long from Bologna, the EUF Elite Invite. 8 best teams in 2 divisions and 7 best and invited and available, we'll say, because I think in the men's division it was all 8 of the top 8 teams accepted the invitation. In the other divisions it wasn't. In the women's particularly, because there's only 7 here, but it was a late bailout, and as such no ability to get a 8th. And I do believe that there are some that finished just outside the top 8.
Yeah, especially at EUF, there were a lot of weirdnesses and games cancelled.
Yeah, of
horrible
course.
Conditions. So best with an asterisk next to it.
Yeah, and the mixed division just all over the map. Not many of the top 8 at all are here. I mean, the 2 finalists not here.
Oh, we're back. We are back.
Back in action.
There were no whistles.
We need whistles in this sport. No, we don't. I use a whistle. On we go, Jinx.
Wagner, Schall, and back to Wagner, but Terrason making the play here. So they had a nice couple of passes there, but the D-line for Shout making plays. But a turf, I think.
Let's just give it back and let them have one more try.
We just want it to be more exciting at the end, right? They're doing it for us and for you, lovely viewers. They're putting on a show. So Garnier dumps back to Schall. Schall looking at Garnier. I think Garnier expecting a throw. Oh my gosh, layout bid by Ferolfi, but that's going to be a foul called by Wagner, who sits on the floor. They're going to have a little bit of a discussion about it. It certainly was fairly contacty. I think Ferolfi had a little bit of a think about it and does not contest the foul, so the disc will stay with Wagner. So Jinx in their vertical setup, working it up the field. We've got Scala on the disc, having received it from Steb. Oh, that is a gigantic bid from Wagner, but not able to keep it alive.
Great bid, great bid. Love to see it. Sacrifice the body. I mean, she was all there. Couldn't squeeze the hand because there was a lot of bounce off of the turf.
High release break to Bonus. He's looking upfield, not a lot of options, perhaps a slightly tired line, and smacked out of the air by Wagner, making up for the fact she couldn't quite get that layout earlier. Garnier immediately looking long. Oh, but Wagner, I think, realizes that it's too far for her, opts not to chase it all the way down.
Too much on that one. Too much mustard, too much pepper, too much heat.
Too much curry sauce from Germany.
Is that how it goes?
Currywurst.
Currywurst.
Yeah.
But that's like a Berlin treat that I need to try?
It's just a full German thing. Yeah. It's like a bratwurst with curry sauce on it. It's very good.
In a bun or in a bowl?
It's on a plate, you know.
On a plate? Okay, plate.
You can have it in a bun, I guess.
But that's not its traditional consuming method.
I'm only half German, so any Germans in the chat can
tell us about.
Correct me on the proper way. Perhaps there are different regional variations of the proper way to eat currywurst.
Let us know. around.
So we've got Harris on the disc. Gets it off to Sandoval. Sandoval looking for that swing. Gets it inside instead to Sorrenti. High release, back to Harris. Some beautiful breaks. Taps it in, not needed. A couple of American rules sneaking in. Terason. A lot of cuts at the same time. Lovely space throw, but Wagner has the height advantage. Gets up to rob Sorrenti of that disc. Wagner putting her hands on her knees. She is working very hard in this sun.
Everybody's getting worked out there. We got another multi-turn point here.
We've got Charles picking up. Looking for Gavic, finds Gavic, back to Charles. Liebert. Some very tired counting. Oh, that's just came out of her hand a little bit too late. Harris is able to snaffle it. And Marchesini, who was previously on the mark, bounces out of the hands of Ferolfi. Scorekeeper, or the stat keeper, can barely keep
Errors
up.
and errors and errors, and another one. Garnier puts it to turf with a worm burner, even though there's no worms on AstroTurf.
So we're back to a bit of a turn fest. I think this is now the third each, and they're looking at the disc. I think it may have got a little bit beaten, a little bit battered. But a timeout called by Wagner. Gosh, what a point. I mean, it seems like every point where it's not been clean has just been an absolute roller coaster of turns.
Yeah. Let's show them how to play really awesome, clean, perfect, or the total opposite of that, and just keep giving it back to each other.
It's like either it's textbook offense or it's textbook grit.
Yeah.
I suppose would be the positive spin on it. So we'll see both teams circling up. We do not have very long left in this game. I believe these are 90-minute games. Do correct me if I'm wrong. So 8 minutes left. I don't think that score is right. Is it? It's not 13-9. Is it 13-9? It's 11-9. Okay. I think that's about to be changed.
No.
That is bizarre. Okay, there we go. We're back. You had it correct. Our feed is a couple seconds ahead, so it was correct on one screen but incorrect on the other. But we're back. Okay, so we've got the rest of the Jinx players who are not on the field walking to the sideline, having brought water for their teammates.
Oh.
So we will see what the setup is. The shout defense obviously can't. Oh no, sorry. Shout offense. Setting up in a slanted vertical stack. So there's a couple of looks they could go for here. They could have the front two going either direction, the back two going either direction, or they could go for a very simple under and up the line. We'll see.
We're trying to work out what the cap is here. Of course, we're on the stream, and not sure if it's going to go to the schedule or to +2 in the game. So we'll get that info to you as it comes.
Huge break from Sorrenti around to Terason, who dumps it back. Shout moving the disc quickly.
Oh, nice step in front layout bid.
She is so tall, and she needed her whole length to get that bid. Simone Liebert with a block. And then another ground catch from Scala. They've got Schall completely undefended. Harris, Ferolfi rather, coming to put the mark on. IO break to Ghana. Looks round to Stebut, von Stebut.
Wide open far side of the field.
Yeah, Wagner Couple of meters outside the yellow cone of that front end zone. Gets it off to Garnier. Garnier looking to the front, but dumps it back to Charles. The stack is not really following the play. They're looking quite deep now. But they've got Liebert, who bends down. No big bid this time. Very patient handler movement. Garnier gets a pass. Yeah, Garnier. And then Flick caught with one hand. There are players on the sideline, so I can't see. That's a score. There we go. Looked like there was a little bit of confusion along the way. But after another marathon point, the Jinx O-line slot it in.
Keep it alive. 1 point game. Jinx not going away. And we're going to try and find out if it's a game to 12 or more. I mean, our next game is slated to start.
More frisbee. So we've got up the line cut, trying to get those extra yards.
3 minutes.
And then nobody there. I think that's Charles with the assist. So we are at 11 for Shout and 10 for Jinx.
I'm unofficially making the assumption that this is now a game to 12.
I think that's a reasonable assumption. Unless it's 90 plus cap.
I just heard a double whistle.
But they've been doing that for
Those are the pull time.
That's like, so, well.
That's happened like 30 times already, or in 2 games,
what do we
60?
want? 2 whistles. When do we want them? See, I think that's just to make sure the teams
How have I
keep the
tuned
time
that
limits.
out this whole time?
So here we go. Could be the last point. There may be more. We will keep you updated.
We're going to celebrate like it's the last if they score, but Jinx want anything but that. D-line breathing heavy, but all sorts of space there.
So Bengi in the middle of the pitch, looking to put in this potentially last point. Potentially not. Pancotti fakes the round and then does throw it to Frangipani. Frangipani up. Oh, and Schultz able to put enough pressure on Chesky.
No foul call. I'd like to see it. I think that was
foul.
fair. I think that's the way they've been playing. And she had better position. Yeah, they tangled up a bit, but I like the no call.
So a chance for Jinx. Again, making good use of the width of the pitch. Just like a little bit of a double team there, potentially. Why does she catch it with one hand? It makes me so nervous.
Oh, and why does that makes me more nervous, throwing into the cup.
Oh, that just makes me sad, not nervous.
Yeah, true. And there's the game-winning goal.
Is that the game? There's some hugs happening from Chesky and
That is the
Schultz.
game-winning goal. Hands on
That
knees in
is
defeat
the
and
game.
hand slaps. And here we go. As we suspected, game to 12. And that's going to be CUSB taking their home opener, Ali.
Yeah, so for both the women's and the men's sides, a win for the home Italian teams. Definitely different moods in these games. This one was a sort of a bit of a yin and yang almost. So we're going to leave you here. We've got a mixed game coming up next. The Battle of the French, Seski Discus and Monkey Grenoble. So for Steph Rapazzo, I've been Ali Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. More Frisbee coming up here on Alti.tv's YouTube channel.
Alti.tv
third game of the day, French battle mixed division, Seschi Monkey. I'm Steph Rapazzo, Alti TV, joined with the Italian legend Andrea Gerosa. Gerosa, how are you? No, that's easy. It's easy to say those wonderful things. Here we are. We're in action. As we said, the battle of the French in the mixed division here. 41 has a look on the sideline, looking to center, getting things going. First point, nerves out. Espedia Moby, as he's known with the disc, gets the gainer. Center of the field. Ooh, but straight into the hands of the Seschi defender. And Seschi in blue. Bru winds up, big backhand, has a receiver, but they're going to find the back of the end zone. So, Gerosa, Bologna, this is your hometown. What about this field? This is new here?
Yeah, it's new turf, new synthetic turf, brand new.
And the lines even, no?
Yeah, they inaugurated actually a couple of weeks ago, so it's as new as it
Excelente. We're going to get more about the fields, more about Bologna, more about everything around here with Gerosa as this game goes on. For now, and we're going back and forth. We're shooting for the stars here. That one's hanging, defense closed in, and another incomplete deep. A wild start to the game, Gerosa. Nice to see. Yeah, maybe a little too floaty, but good to see. They're just they're going for it. Yeah, they're changing the opinions of the Europeans. Bru, who joined the team from Nantes earlier in her career. I know she was playing there. She had that big backhand earlier that just missed, went too deep, and here comes Seschi the other way. Gerosa.
Now you can hear me maybe.
Yeah, here Gerosa is there. It's my fault. I haven't taught him how to use the box here because I was out having a throw before the game because this schedule is jam-packed and that one is deep. It's hanging and it's all day.
And the third one is good.
In the hand, that's it. Third one's a charm, Gerosa. Number 10, we'll get the stats to you on him, but Monkey strikes first after 2-3 turnovers.
So as I was saying before, it was cut off, but yeah, this synthetic turf is brand new as it can be. It was inaugurated last Wednesday, and yeah, it's pretty fun to play onto.
How long has there been efforts to get a turf like this to make sure that the ultimate lines are part of the turf? You know, I guess like most of the time you see a turf go up and it's 1
year, give or take.
1 year.
You know, like how construction works goes, and takes a long time.
Wonderful efforts by the Bologna community. Always wonderful efforts by the Bologna community, Gerosa.
We try our best.
We were here. I mean, you got some help. You got the wonderful city of Bologna helps CUSB run their events. They feed us gelato, they feed us tortellini, lasagna, la bolognese, spaghetti bolognese. It's actually tagliatelle, yes? Tagliatelle. I say the tag.
Tagliatelle.
I know. Tagliatelle.
I know you know.
I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help everybody else when they're reading the packages. It's a bit of tagli.
Your food culture is on point.
All right, Ancelin, Gaël. Ooh, that one too floaty. But his Gwen Tessier is no good. Blood in him, bails him out. And Ancelin to Tessier keeps working. Now we're through the ladies. Slowing it down a little bit. Monet comes under. Back to Tessier. He's got the ninja style hair. High bun with the dangling locks. Ancelin, of course, World Games selection. Seschi captain for years. Into the corner. And that is World Games to World Games, and the name is abating me right now, but 18 to Gaël Ancelin in the corner, and they're on the board. It's one apiece.
Yeah, we're patient. A nice clean point. Managed to clear the open side. for a nice give and go. Oh.
Yeah, very, very sharp-looking stuff there.
Yeah, pretty intense start of a game. They managed to come back from the hacking part of the game. So it's not time yet for hacking, possibly. So you start with throwing like easy throw, find yourself, getting yourself into the game. 'Cause even if you had a good warm up, maybe it's Bologna, it's April, it's crazy hot. You're not used to playing on the new synthetic turf. You have to find your rhythm.
Find your rhythm, find your legs, get everything churning. Get everybody a touch. That's always important at the start of a tournament. Make sure you go through the whole team, get everybody involved.
Also, it feels to me kind of strange still playing tournaments, It's, I don't know.
It's a new experience. What is this tournament? Why? What's going on?
What's
People,
going on?
different
People
countries,
frisbee,
same place.
Is it possible? Nice.
So, Grenoble, Berthet was a World Game selection as well. Has shot deep. That one just out of the reach. Nain can't stretch out for it. Too far in front. So, Monkey, Grenoble. Have you ever been to Grenoble, Gerosa?
No, but I've played against them.
You played against them?
Actually, I have. The team I was coaching played against them. So, but yeah,
they've got the highest French seed going into WCC. They are the champions.
I knew that. I know many of the men players. I know because I played against them in when they played in the open division. But yeah, pretty good team. They have good handlers, really experienced handlers. I like the game style.
As Duseski, whoa, that one over the head of Kofi. Says there's no contact. Tried to get around.
Impossible to catch.
Float out of bounds. I'll have a chance to go to Grenoble this year. The second phase of the Open Championships for our region will be there. So I'm looking forward. I hear it's a beautiful city. But here they come again. Espitia has Vias. He's playing behind the disc there. Tuvia. Oh, bounces off of him, though. And Seski with a chance here. And Seski setting up a vertical stack here. Nothing too fancy. Playing center of the field, using their spaces, looking for this break chance. Nice one. Stuck in the middle. Ooh, hammer. Kofi there. His hat was in his face. I thought his hat was going to get the D, but he manages to see out of one eye only like a pirate with a patch on his eye.
He didn't see that one coming.
And still manages to hang on. So Gerosa, when did you start Ultimate in Bologna? When did you start playing or coaching, or what was your first? How long ago? With black and white television or what?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It was 2009, my dear Steph. 2009.
And you started in the system, in the program, CUSB.
Yeah, I started with a university course. This is Ultimate. Welcome everyone. Actually, I started in school, in high school, because Davide came to my school teaching Ultimate. This new sport. It's there. This funny thing, weird stuff going on. But yeah, and then love,
But
lightning
addiction,
struck.
You mean?
Yeah,
I mean love.
addiction.
No, it's first love, then addiction.
Yeah.
It's true.
Both.
And you can love the addiction in itself. It's not an addict. It's not an addict. I'm not an addict, man.
It hasn't stopped since then.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, I stopped playing, but I still coach.
Yeah,
so.
and you coached Shout, what, 2 years ago, your last full campaign coaching Shout?
Yeah.
That was in Kaorle? No, the year before.
The year before, yeah. We did Ohio and then Wrocław. The first win. First of many, we hope.
First of many. There, they both opened up the season with a win. Let's see how we go here. Back to the French battle. Monkey, Seski. Moby in the middle, double bicep flex. That's a pick.
And yeah.
Jackson, Berthet versus Antoine. Berthet, the big body, boxes out. They give each other a hug. It was well defended. And those are the 2 World Games selected players, and I missed Antoine's name earlier.
No. Antoine, I forgot his name. Yeah, I was about to say when he got the disc in such an open position, he's gonna hack. I mean,
power position, center of the field, got a streaking receiver. It did seem like it was there for the taking.
Yeah, he's not the kind of shy player.
Moby.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not the shy guy.
Cool.
So, Monkey set to pull.
A nice one too. On the line.
Beautiful pull. Wow. Jacked right away on Slen. A little bit of contact
so
coming under, but no call. Over ambitious.
Yeah, pretty long out, hard to catch maybe. Let's see how Grenoble respond. Let's see if they can break this point.
Here they come. First under available. Les Chevaliers. Under break. Richard.
Break side.
Le Moine. And our under Gruau has played on all sorts of French representative teams. That one's floaty, a little bit too much of a contest. Hard body though by Grau. Keeps it in the hands of the Grenoble Monkey. Back and forth, Grau and Le Chevalier now put in front. No time for the bid, and that one in the corner.
Nice
67 with the goal for Monkey. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they managed to catch that shaky hack, and then they kept their cool to the end zone. Yeah. Good defense, defense. I don't know how to call that.
Yeah. Good defensive offense. Good offensive defense. No, defensive offense. Good, good transition offense.
Good break.
Yeah. Very nice stuff.
And is this a timeout time already? Or
are these just really long between pulls? It must be a timeout. Scoreboard's falling down. We've got that much wind.
So yeah, it's crazy to me to talk. You broke me back in 2009, and thinking how much things are changed now. This field only, we named it Potato Field back in the days.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. You can guess why.
Yeah. Last option, potatoes growing out of this. Maybe not so nice to lay out on back then.
Yeah, more knees left here than frisbees.
Yeah. Anslen and Seski. Anslen, a very dynamic player. Big,
nice
long
give and
friend, moves well. Yes, Seski moving upfield, head of steam there. Anslen out in front, great pickup. Petito, and then the turn one throw later. Preservation of greatness. Thank you. Wow. Pow, goes underneath. Malar. Now the big one comes, but too much float on that. I could tell early, right out of the hands. And Seski going the other way. Monet, Onslen. Onslen surveying options, nothing under. He takes the deep. It's floaty, but it's well in front. Well nice weighted. Perfect disc by Gaël Onslen, and they tie it back up 3 apiece. Great battle of the French here.
Another great hacker. Yeah, we have the, the matchup, number 0 against number 07. We have this matchup going on.
Yeah.
Let's see who throws more rocks today.
Moby or Onslen.
Yeah. Also, wind is coming up, so there's that. We started this morning with like flat weather.
Yeah, super still, no breeze.
Fresh morning, fresh Bologna morning, and now it's starting to come. The sun is coming out.
Just a bit. It's gusty. It's coming in our face a little bit left to right, a little bit, but it's swirling.
This couple of weeks, we had crazy wind going on. We are not used to that, and like kind of stormy weather. But luckily enough, when Bologna invite comes, you can count on sunny days all weekend.
Bologna invite and Paganello right now too. Lots of ultimate in Italy.
Yeah,
one of the longest standing tournaments.
Yeah. And I know that it's pretty huge this year. Paganello is like many teams. 100
teams, I heard.
Yeah.
100 teams.
Yeah.
Unheard of. While there is an elite event in the same country.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Incredible stuff.
Big props to Rimini organization for that.
Indeed, Rimini. Fano is a nearby town, ultimate town of Rimini, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, here comes Grenoble. Oh, and the ladies in a bit of a dominator set behind the disc. I love to see this. Fouquet. Dishes off, 9. Now getting the boys involved. Nemo sends it deep, but too deep. Sorry, too much of an angle, curved right into the turf there. Not enough on it, or too much angle on it.
Yeah, with the pressure of a D, you couldn't even lay out, so there's that. Good defense for the Grenoble team. Let's see if they can open up the line.
Trying to get it in. Les Chevaliers sends it deep. 2 players there, 52.
For sure, one way to open it. Okay, I guess.
Finishes it off in the corner. Lavette.
2 throw points.
Throw.
Nice couple of throw points over there. Yeah, I mean, I was asking for opening the line. I guess 60-meter break hack is good enough.
Yeah, that was Benoit René with the big throw. And it's all opened up now with that big throw. Tight game.
Yeah, it's super tight. I didn't expect for this game to be so tight. You said Monkey Grenoble as the first seed in France, but yeah.
There's 3 French teams here in the mixed division. They were all very tight at their national championship the year before. Pook, Monkey, and Seski.
I knew Puck well because of one of our Italian girls.
Yeah.
Went there like long ago, and she was one of our best prospects.
Elisa Bruni.
You know her well. Yeah.
Yes. I don't think she might be taking this year off.
Oh, okay.
I think.
And fun enough, she didn't play for CUSB. She never played for CUSB. She played for the other. Yeah, Disco Bolo, right? You're right. But yeah, one of our greatest athletes.
You're dialed in there to the scene. The Paris-Bologna connection.
Yeah.
Oh, nice offhand lefty. This number 10 has got something about him on the O-line for Grenoble, the Bryce Nemo. Oh, contact there.
Yeah,
He's
possibly a
run
foul.
right through like nothing happened, but something kind of happened.
Yeah, totally incidental, but still contact.
Gobard goes to ground.
Uncontested fall. Yeah.
Wangentrut uncontests.
Foul.
Espedia. He's jacked it.
Yeah.
He sees Nemo's. Oh, Alslen max it. Mid-air correction.
Yeah, it's
knocks it out in front.
hard
keeps
to
it
throw
alive.
from that side of the field because we were talking about the wind before. Yeah.
Alslen. Nice break. Sharp inside. Finds himself Maubue. Oh, and hand block, but there's going to be contact
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, probably. Too tight of a defense, but good end block anyway.
Maubue with the disc again. Brute. She doesn't mind winding up and hucking it.
Nice break.
Gone with a nice around break, beautiful. And then that one didn't have just as much on it, did it? Berthe with a big fake. Player to ground to pick that one up off the turf. That's Raimondo, and Berthe goes around again to Dayan. Moby gets the inside break, but there's a pick. John Kofi remains in double bicep flex.
And this goes back, yeah. Good offense, by the way, by Grenoble. They can keep their cool. I mean, they always go on the line and can open the line pretty easily, it seems so.
Alslen with the disc. And we're back in action, getting all of our stats straight, and the disc is marching the other way. Alslen engages and turns his player inside out, then goes right back around him ruthlessly. Looking for the far side of the field, gets Brew on the reset and then off and running in the space. It closes down, Brew re-engages. Goal, not quite. Next throw could do it, but it's looking backwards. Alslen gets a disc straight in and to his men, Wangertrutz for the goal, and that looked okay. Wow. What'd you do? What'd you do?
I was talking about how great the
Yeah, they do it the other way. They do it the other way. Curse of the commentator. You'll find the curse of the commentator. It comes often, the curse of the commentator, I tell you. So the score right now, 5-3 for Seski.
Getting back into the flow is super hard. There's when the mistakes happen. You know, you have to be more careful. We're going to take advantage of that to score a quick point with a couple of great cuts in front of the end zone.
Looking good, Seski in the last two. Wind continuing to pick up. So here comes the D-line. A little chat about Gwen Tessier on the Seski sideline again. Just another shout out to him, an excellent player out of the Is No Good system. Recently moved to Strasbourg in the Alsace region of France and is taking up there and is fitting in well with this team. He's a hard fighting ultimate player from the wonderful land of Is No Good and now given to the Seski team. So good for him. Let's see some stuff when you're next out there, Gwen. In the meantime, Bru picks up the disc.
It's gonna be hard for CUSB now because they are upwind, pretty heavy wind now.
It is, as we say, keep picking up, Jerosa. Oh, nice cut to get the around. And then the continuation. Céline Antoine throws to Bru. Bru goes big the other way. Wide open receiver had to readjust.
Wow. Nice read.
But easy readjustment. And they're in for a goal.
Yes, nice read on that one. It was really fast, really cut throw. And yeah, it was wide open, so why not?
Another break, 6-3.
Yep. Yeah, they are taking a pretty important lead now.
This is a commanding lead, I would say.
Yeah.
6-3, doubled up. Long way to go. We have got how far into this game? Approximately 27 minutes.
Yeah, still early, but anything can happen. But
we're settling into the game.
Yep.
Just those of you who have been with us from the very beginning, if you're curious at all as to my coffee update, I'm still coffeeless. So it's amazing I'm still coming at you here, running on fumes, but we're going to make it. I'm running on ultimate. I'm running on sheer adrenaline that we are reflecting back through our microphones to you at home. And I'm very happy to have Andrea Jerosa here with us.
I'm happier.
Such a nice place to be. So Jerosa, what do you think of the? We saw. We'll talk about open for one. We'll talk about it after this point. We'll talk about the open game that happened before. But I want to know your thoughts on what Shout and Lafaute are doing. For now, Grenoble, big wind up, fake flick, holstered. Paul cutting but can't find space, double no space. Now goes big over top for Paul, but there's also company coming. Number 42, Gelé, bails it out and keeps it alive. And then the underneath from Nemo, keeping it alive again, Lemoine. Paul gets the upline cut. Paul gets the upline pass, bobbled but caught. I thought she was winding up a hammer, but she didn't, unfortunately. There is a foul on the play somewhere, perhaps on the mark, but I think it's upfield.
You can feel the pressure from here, from Monkey Grenoble.
Yeah, they're stepping it up, Jeros. That one comes all the way around. Take Tini, Valles fires one up the guts into Lemoine. He goes hammer. Defense is there, but not enough defense. Nemov comes down with it, and Grenoble answer in a must-score kind of situation.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to score. Well, yeah, great point for Monkey Grenoble. Great catch, sky-high catch. You needed that morale boost and everything that comes with that.
That's what they need. And so it's Tekititini Weiss, Tekititini Weiss, who wearing number 9, a wonderful looking last name, a lot in there to spit out, but he's playing a wonderful game out there wearing the 9 shirt for Grenoble.
They mixed the cards a bit in this point. They went horizontal stack the point before this. Now they played the vertical stack. Maybe, you know, more safe option to get back into, you know, easy things, fundamentals. When you, in games like this, when you find yourself down by 3, you have to go back a bit on fundamentals. You're repeating yourself, you're still able to play a good ultimate and do simple things.
Yeah, little reminder, we're good, man. Gwen Tessier, the Isno import with the disc, but he puts it away.
Yeah, it was such a hard throw. Now the wind is really blowing.
They gave him too much hype for his next touch, but he'll be back on, of course. Here comes Lemoine. Forward, gets the goods into the hands of Guyot. High stall count now. Gros goes down and slaps his wrists together and finds the disc in there somewhere. Lemoine goes up and over. Ancelin the other way. He wanted to go deep early, but there was no immediate continuation. Now Monet. Ancelin. Monet. And they slow things down. There was not even a mark there. Now there is, and he slows it down and throws it to the turf in front of Tessier.
You can see how difficult it is to throw these flicks, man. Staying in that side of the field is really hard.
Yeah,
it's punishing every single throw. This wind is
especially
it's
anybody
really
putting an outside curve on that side of the field. It's
every
getting
curve
zero float.
is getting cut.
And so here come Grenoble. Big man with the disc there.
Yeah, he couldn't hear the travel call.
Daval, but two throws later and we're on the turf again.
Yeah, we played it on.
So here's our first mud fight. Big high turnover. Ooh, that one does get under. He came out of nowhere, but Ancelin must have seen him coming. Monet. End zone set, enacted.
See that.
Ups, downs, insides, outsides, high stall count, super dump.
Yeah,
and can he get there? Yes, he can. Goes to turf in the middle of the field. Timeout called. Brava, good time for a timeout.
Yeah, perfect time for a timeout, because you see they were a bit shaky over there. They couldn't find their trust in the flick anymore because of the reason we were telling before about this crazy wind. We came up just for this game, apparently.
Yeah. Just want to make things tricky for you now.
Yeah. For this mixed team. No. So we had 3 pretty interesting games so far, pretty tight ones.
Exactly, the first 2 we saw Bologna. So what about La Fota? Talk about La Fota. What did they do in the off season? What are they? There's something different about that team. What is it, Jeroen?
They are always younger. That's the trick. That's the trick with Bologna Ultimate, you know, always be the youngest.
But I think there's something else as well. I think that is happening. But wait a minit, Davide Mori's back on the team, and you're telling me they're getting younger?
Yeah. That's you know, an hologram. he is not really there. No,
he's a cyborg.
He's there. He's
New age Italian cybergenics.
We can't manage to send him away, you know. No, we love him. Only good thoughts for Davide.
Yeah, of course. I told him we were having a chat on WhatsApp last week, and I said he must have been on the selector squad if he made the team. You made yourself a selector, then you can't get cut.
Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah. No, well, yeah, they have a couple of insanely strong pickup players this year.
They do have a couple of insanely
famous frisbee players,
very
VIPs of frisbee.
Indeed, they are. Selena Antoine lets that one go down, and Grenoble with a chance to go the other way. Gros goes deep, tries to do it all in one bite. Tessier there. The pressure was enough, but it should have been caught. Should have been caught. That was off the hands, bounce away, and that one hurts after a multi-turnover point.
Yeah. Only thing that matters now is defense for Grenoble. They have to get it back. Would be a good time for an end block. Let's
Sure,
see.
sure. Is there ever a bad time for a hand block? But yes, on the goal line is just that much better. Monet. Ancelen. Deep
And
is there, and there's not enough on it. I saw it turning away right away. Antoine had gone deep. That's the throw he wants. It's the separation, but that throw right now, that far side of the field, enough breeze, forehand is, there's more to it than you might get in a lot of your reps.
You probably can hear it too in your earphones. Maybe, I don't know, but it's really blowing.
Gros gets the under. Les Chevaliers working with Daval. Now Juillot gets called for a travel and moves back. Lemoine. Under's there, some pressure, but Gros gets enough space to demand the disc. Lemoine. Two-player game at the back of this mixed action. Oh, and Gros, a little bit too casual in the end there.
It seems that it changed direction, and at the last second, the disc dropped at the last second, and it just missed the catch.
Yes, they're okay. A little bit casual. The disc is moving. There's some wind under. Ancelen sends deep. That's the throw he wanted last time. He gets it this time. And it floats too much, running out of field, but foul, no contest.
Yeah, you could tell.
So, foul, no contest, that's going to be Antoine's disc at the front of the end zone to set up a goal line attack with everybody coming from behind her.
Yeah, I was about to say, they should probably check it in the end zone and then play from the line, but everything's cool.
Yeah, as she walks back, no hurry, lets her team get into end zone set. Antoine from the goal line, Ancelen in the reset space, but goes to Monet. He puts his foot down. That was easy. I'm in. Well, there's nothing else to talk about. Goal.
Yeah, bit of misunderstandings on the field, but
unless there was a starting violation, perhaps it was not tapped in, or people didn't know it was tapped in. But otherwise, that seemed like a goal. Are we allowed to celebrate? They say, hey, do we get to? No, we're not celebrating. Disc re-tapped in. Tessier with a great cut and a nice lefty pass by Monet. Offhand and in for the goal. And Seski goes back up by 3 again. They answer back.
Good patience from Strasbourg and crazy great hack again. You didn't manage to find it on the first one, but the second one was good enough.
Try again.
Yeah, such a pity for Grenoble. They missed a beautiful catch in the end, right there in the end zone. Could have been the -1, and we are back again at -3. And yeah, anything can happen. Frisbee, you know. But yeah, you can tell even if they were downwind, they were playing every single throw was a undercut. So it's clear they want to be calm. You know, they want to throw easy throws. They don't want to whack anymore. Maybe they not have no trust for that, and but still another hard mistake.
Oh no!
Yeah,
the worst of them all.
Yeah, first pass mistake. You have to.
Well, the worst of them all is the drop pull.
Yeah, but you
that's
have
the
to
second.
Not think about it and only think about defense now. Let's see if they can get it back.
This would be crushing to the Grenoble
good
spirit.
defense for the first pass, but
honey hands, sticky fingers, hangs on, crossbody catch.
And it's half time.
Halftime, and that's a tough way to go down to half, get scored on after a long, tough point, and then pull the other way, bing, bang, boom, and they're back to doubled up, 8-4. It's halftime. Jerosa and I are going to take a break, talk about Italy a bit, about Bologna, where I got to go for my next gelato, and we'll be back in the second half with more action. Second half action. Monkey got some figuring out to do. Down 8-4 to their cross-country compatriots, Seskidistas from Strasbourg, the Alsace region of France. The tartiflette is something I know comes from Strasbourg, from the Alsace region, which is a... I'm being told, no, is it a tarte flambée? Mais tarte flambée et le tartiflette, c'est la même chose, non? Okay, well, I'm being told tartiflette and tarte flambée are different things. I'm going to get more on that because I love culinary news, but this one for now goes across upfield. Anselin there, defense coming, but not quick enough. Anselin pops it straight in for the goal to Antoine, and they answer the bell. Seski with another goal. They're rubbing their hands on the fire. It's all happening here. They are back up by a whole handful, and here's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee has arrived. Coffee has arrived. We are drinking Italia's finest coffees right now, and that is only going to account for more energy coming to you guys back at home. And I could only contain myself up until now. Now look out, here it comes. No, I think it's time for a nap actually at this stage. I'm going to take a little kip off. if you guys to watch the game on your own with Gerosa. No, I'm not leaving Gerosa. So okay, we talked about the youth of La Fota, and we talked about a couple pickups. Tell me about some of the pickups, the famous ones. How did they fit in this morning? You watched the game. What did you think?
They fit pretty well. They had their space. You know, it's always hard to, when you're a pickup, to emerge, to get into the team system and plays. But this morning was pretty good, and they managed to play. Everyone managed to play and do at least a couple of points. So they switched the defensive lines pretty often, and.
Yeah. They fit in well. We saw one American to American assist for goal even, so that was interesting to see him. That's fitting in, if you ask me. Grenoble changing it up. They get a little bit more depth in their line. A few players we haven't seen all game that are out there now. Maybe it's what they need to get their rhythm. Espedia sends it deep, has player open, and it goes for it with one hand around the wrong side. Eisenbrandt, not the right catching option and not the success she was hoping for.
Another unlucky catch, unfortunately. He just can't seem to find that tiny bit left to get into this game, you know.
Yeah,
Good
the huck was there. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, you can't.
They just missed this much.
It's off the hands.
Into the game.
It's off the hands. You cannot blame the throwing choice. They're just not quite clicking. They need something to click, and they need it soon, or else this is going to be a downhill race for Seski. Playing in their own end for now. Never a comfortable place to be. Callahan country, as they call it. René, high stall count, but kicks it off to Wagon Trutz. René. Now this is 3 throws in their end zone that have been stall 6 or higher. Zone front from Grenoble, pop straight back.
They seem to have no issues at all keeping the disc in their end zone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so calm.
Yeah, they are very, very calm. You're absolutely right, Andrea. No issues yet on calmness, but the more the high stall counts come, the more potential for the error. There it is, and now on the doorstep, Joe Glass gets it. 1-2, then Moby to Nemov, and Grenoble scores. They're down by 4. They're down by a whole bundle still. It's 9-5.
Maybe I should stop pointing out how good teams are, man.
Or maybe you should keep pointing it out, and we'll get this game all back to even. So working 9-5. What a way to make a living. Dolly Parton keeping the scoreline for us. 5-9. In favor still for Seskidistas. And so 9-5. French battle. And John Kofi's back over around the booth. So the difference again, one more time. Tartiflette has potato. And and tarte flambée. So the base of a tartiflette is, no, flamencouche is what I confuse with tarte flambée. Is that the same thing? Okay, so I'm not so far off. I did know that there was some problem with my processing there. We've got it all worked out. The coffee is here now. Things are clicking. Tessier sends to Monet. Monet assesses options, says I'll take Ancelin if he's going to get open, and straight back to Monet. 2-player game. 16 gets himself involved.
Nice break.
And the break throw for the goal.
High release backhand. Perfect.
Selena Antoine cashes it in. And a pick call.
And
not
a
retracted pick. It is a goal. Just we take an extra second before we officially celebrate it.
Yeah, it was too perfect of a throw to contest it. Yeah.
So we've hit double digits, 10 for Seski now, 10-6, 4 points up. There you see the confusion now being settled. 10-5 rather, 10-5 is the score. We've played for 51 minutes. So we've got about 20 left. A boot. No dude about it. You know how us Canadians oot and a boot all the time? Maybe not. Aren't you Italian? I don't speak Italian. Oh, you're not Italian. Scemo. Italian name, Italian passport. You don't speak scemo. Stronzo. Can you say that? I don't know.
It's not that time yet.
Scostumato. Rimbambito. Testadura. These are the things that I remember being called when I was young.
You're picking up well. Let me say that. But impeccable pronunciation.
Grazie mille. So here they come. Moby Espitia to Nemov. They have connected well and they've looked good when they've done it. That's low to Nemov, but he goes down. Fakes the big. Up line, but he doesn't like it. Now the space is there, but too many defenders. And finally the separation. Espitia, who wanted the up line, but wisely takes the inside break. Ramondo,
another break, but it's
double bicep flex, bodybuilding training going on the field. Picks all around. Espitia faking the breaks and now engages, but doesn't like the engagement. Goes deep, why not? It's a contest defense well in front and knocks it down. La Verdure with the D.
Yeah, good defense. They ran out of options. Only one was hacking deep.
Yeah, he really did. He could have stayed engaged with number 18, Lea Remono, just a second longer, I thought, but it was a high stall count. It's easy to say from the chair here. Tougher to kind of sit and wait.
That kind of pressure going on, but yeah. And now a bit of chit-chat on the field. Not sure what's going on, but Squid are back on with the disc on the line, ready to play.
Through with the disc.
Bit poachy defense.
Oh, and she misses on the flick. Lefty to the wide open receiver, but not able to connect. Espitia works hard for the break to Berthet. She pops it in, still not in fact, but that one is Nemov with the score. And Grenoble keep it within 4, 6-10, still down a whole bunch.
Yeah, they managed to break the double point rule. Let's see if they can close the distance in the next one to come.
That's it. Chip away. These are games that are, you know, we've all seen somebody come back from 6-10, from 11-7.
Even worse.
Oh, yeah, of course. We've seen it happen all the time. A little bit of wind. All it takes is one error sometimes for the other team to change their mentality, or one success for your team to just get that much more. Our game is a game of
Everyone
runs,
in
momentum.
their Frisbee experience had their impossible comeback story.
Exactly.
Their impossible comeback game.
I remember this one time back in where such in place. Here comes Paul with the pull for Grenoble. What's her name? It's Paul with the pull.
Stay.
What a polar.
Can't do this to me.
Gwen Tessier. Oh, goodness gracious. I got too excited about a first pass and a first pass error. And Grenoble looking to break. Could that be it? Could this be the energy they need? Les Chevaliers. Goes to now. No, Guyot. And they're only going backwards and evidently to the wrong hands as well. And here comes Seski. Monet gets that one. And you see the wind just wreaking havoc right there.
You
now
can't relax for a second. I mean,
it is gusty. It is bouncing off this turf. It's swirling. It's changing direction from time to time. It's not super, super strong. There's no tents going flying out, but it's a pesky wind.
Yeah, you can't relax. You can't.
There it is again.
You see?
Tessier finally takes that one away. Then goes lefty to Antoine. She thought about the big one and then stays under to Monet. He was wide open, as is Cécile Antoine. Middle of the field, attacking half. Now they're moving forward. Nia, Tessier. That one for goal, and Seski commanding lead. Now it's 11-6. Back up by 5. They are looking good out there. That was Gwendoline for the goal.
Yeah, what a point for Céline Antoine. Great player.
Great player, making great plays, keeping things alive. Seski looking dominant in this Battle of the French in first round mixed action here at Bologna invite, the elite invite by the EUF.
Yeah. Céline, one of the many young players we had the pleasure to have at Bologna Academy, CUSB Academy.
CUSB Academy.
Yep.
Céline Antoine.
I may be mistaken.
I think you're wrong.
Possibly I'm wrong.
Possibly in this case. There may be some out there, but she is a veteran player, and I don't remember seeing her there. I was there.
Okay.
I think her age limit is over 25, which was required. Maybe only just. She's just over. She's obviously a very young lady, but yes, she's got some more experience. But Seski, Jerosa, I think this one's, if I, these comebacks, I don't see the comeback spark. I don't see the energy. We need more out of it. They're on the sideline. They're wondering, but we need to see it on the field. Otherwise, they're running out of time. Berthe fakes the swipe. Espedia, is it up to him? Can he put them on his back? Berthe, Espedia, not giving up, foul called, no contest. Hey, back off, would ya? Give me some space.
He's trying super hard. Good cuts, fast cut, good breaks.
Glass has Berthe, nice throw to Berthe. Direct into Espedia. Berthe waits in the space, too deep. Looking for nothing but a dump, and she too telegraphed. She stayed in that dump space, demanded the reset, and yeah, she was not mobile enough. She should have got in or got moving.
Let me tell you, Seski's defense is punishing. It's super punishing.
That's one part of it as well, Jerosa. It's we say these things. Hey, why didn't you just do that? Get in or get out. And you're right, well defended. The defense in the right places, making it difficult. Second guessing your options, changing direction in the last minute. No, should I go? Should I stay?
They are playing a great defensive game. I mean, they managed to always find the moment when Grenoble kind of stop the flow and then rotate with the defense, and that's it. You're done. You're done. You can't throw anymore. You don't have your easy undercuts. You don't have your easy resets, and that's it. That's enough.
Back in action here, multitasking as always in the Ulti TV studios, getting everything brought to you and making sure we're enjoying ourselves while we're at it. Media City slow to set up, but we are up and running. Our techies bringing it to you. Giant sauce bottles in Italy. Seschi Distas in their own half. Bru commanding lead in the game.
And Grenoble is trying at zone after the timeout. They managed to set at zone to try and stop this impossible to stop offense from Seschi. Let's see if it pays off for this change of pace, change of tactics.
Something different at this stage, right? They need something, I mean, not even something different, everything different.
Yeah.
Do everything different than you've been doing and try that. Because so far,
slowing things down at this point in the game pays off. But
plan A didn't work.
With this kind of wind, yeah, possibly is a good choice.
Yeah, pressure on
man,
the throw.
What a throw.
He would lay out if he had to, but he didn't need to. Ooh, second guess, but it was the right choice. Ooh, but now he's waited too long. But that's fine. Reset. Here we go. He had scoring options. The throw he didn't feel, he didn't like, and now we're back into an end zone set, vertical set, high on the play. There's the breakthrough, and they are in our Seschi Michon with the goal. It's 12-6, doubled up again, Jerosa. Bad news for Grenoble.
I see a pattern here. Every time Grenoble tries to do something, scores a point, Seschi scores two. So, and they are keeping their cool in the end zone. As I was saying before, they managed. You see, even now, even with the two wide open options, why rush it when you can keep your cool, find an easy pass, nothing happens.
Wait till one of your players is right on the goal line and throws a nice break. Why not? Why not? You get excited though. Definitely, you have the very. You know, Kofi should have thrown it. Should have thrown it.
Huge throw, a huge break, huge backhand break. It was so beautiful to see.
He did well to not throw it in the end. I was like, I wanted it. I saw the open receivers. We all did. But in the end, okay. It wasn't, the throw wasn't there. The connection wasn't there.
It wasn't my throw.
Yep, and he did the right thing. Sent it back to the center, and the team reaps the benefits.
Big props, by the way, to Wagentruth with such an insane backhand over there, you know.
Here comes Grenoble. Oh, and the pressure. There was a pick, but it didn't affect. Great pressure on that underthrow, and Grenoble can't find answers. Tessier struts behind the disc, picks up. First options, and then he engages on Slen. Oh! And it went there, nice, like bobbled, bounced, missed on the original D, but was in his space and caused the drop.
Good reaction time.
Here come Grenoble. Daval. Oh, and there's pressure coming. Tessier getting horizontal. Nemov. Nemoz. Travel called. Big floater. Defense coming, but not quite enough. That one under. 9. To get it. Gillet. Oh! What a bid. Gwen Tessier. The is no import.
Not
I'll say
even
it again.
Bruise.
Gets
Perfectly.
up in stride. Cool as. Get the hair tied back. Still the man bun up. Looking good. Gwen Tessier getting those Ds for Seschi to take away the score.
Looking for a not bent disc here now, because that one was eaten by the defense. like this sandwich is being eaten by our good Ste.
Well, we got to find time to multitask. That's what we say around here. Sometimes we don't get too many breaks, so we do what we can. We work our system as well, and a stone cold drop over there by René, and this is what Monkey needs. Hey, slow down, guys. Let's put one in here. We got a lot to go. Let's make this one count. This is our only goal right now.
Yeah, there's still time. Not over yet.
Hey, you got to score the last goal in Ultimate, so there's always time. Don't let him score the last goal and you'll win. Guantesi again, foul called. This is a tough one. He had position. They did cross upper bodies for sure. Their shoulders were bending into each other. We'll see if we get another look.
It was really, really tight.
Here it is.
Yeah, she's in front.
I think he has just. He's got his, he really did what he could to put his hand
so
in front without touching, but I think his shoulder grazed her.
Even
just
with
enough.
the replay, it's super hard to tell.
It's a tough one. It was a good play. He did everything he could not to touch her, but I think he got her. I think it's a foul. If we have another look. And, of course, let's see how they figure it out.
Yeah.
Here's another look. Yeah, I think his arm got tangled up just enough. He did, like I said, everything he can to not, but he still did.
He still did, yeah. So it's a contested one. I mean, you can get down on that. Hard to call, hard to call. So Stolin is coming back on, let's see.
Back in the hands of Nemov, he fakes the scuba. We would have loved to see that, of course, but then dumps to Paul. 9. Seski defense a little slow to catch up there. Then they get it forward. Fouquet, and in, not in, but complete right on the doorstep, sniffing. And that one caught by everybody, but most importantly by Gelé, and that one counts for Monkey, and they are on the board, 7-12, time running out still.
Yeah, they couldn't score this without contact, but they scored it anyway, so good for them. Good for Grenoble. I mean, they are trying to stay in the game. They're doing everything they can to keep it tight, but Strasbourg, man, they are relentless with these defenses. They don't want to let you score, you know. And even if they are up high by 5 points now, 6 before, they are still running it hard in defense. They don't want you to get their disc. It's so good to see these teams defending this hard, when even if you are ahead, because you have to keep that mental attitude to if you want to be a great team, not a good one. You have to keep that mental attitude.
That's the beauty of this game. You can get ahead and think like it's okay, it's over. But
it's
like
over.
The minute you take your foot off the gas, so to speak, the minute you slow down, you think it's just okay. They scored on us. Let's get going now. But it's momentum. It's not that easy.
Yeah,
sometimes you let it go a little bit, and it all comes crumbling down. So it's good to see they are putting the pressure on, despite getting scored on. Here is their O-line, which is similar to their team.
Yeah. The isolation with Antoine didn't work, but they managed to break anyway, and wow.
Great series of throws there. Petitot sends the big one, and now it is Gwendolyn on the doorstep. Pops one in front, Ancelin, and quick to Antoine, and it's a 13-7 game. Seski looking strong again.
Can't seem to deal with her. They managed to cover her in the first part. The first couple of cuts on the break side were good covered, but you can't get hold of her. She's just too good.
Inhaled. Speaking of inhaling, I'm looking forward to some more gelato over the course of this trip. Do you got a favorite gelato shop in town? What's your favorite? I remember what you recommended for me last time.
Yeah, it's
was
right beside here.
Fini. And you actually recommended the papa, the flavor, something de papa, catalana, bocona de papa.
You still remember, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, no, it's good. It's good. We got to get there. That's the closest one, and it happens to be a very, very good one.
Still one of my favorite. I mean, it's not in the city center, but still a great ice cream shop.
We'll inhale one of those, or two of those, or three of those
it's
later.
Super close to CUSB, so you know.
It's the honorary CUSB Gelateria, and Seski get the benefit of a turnover there. Kofi gonna walk to the disc. Score here will put him back into double up and a one away from a walk away win, but they still got to put those in. There is the open player. Le Francois, and that one they cannot finish the job here.
I thought she had it.
And we're back in action.
Wow, nice layout for this wing.
Paula Berthe, and then another bid, but the defense is there before the bid. Another turn, short field. Seski can get to 14 here, but they need to run their end zone O. That one, Michon.
Not totally sure what the call was, but we're back next time.
We are back. That's the most important part. Upline cut from Wangatruts and shot for goal. That one counts. No, it doesn't. People pointing out of bounds. Moby runs there very quickly.
And
said,
out it is.
No way, it's out. I'm taking that. We're going the other way. Let's see if he hucks it now. He was excited.
You have to be really strong to huck it.
From that corner?
From that point.
Well, you know I would have had that one, right, Jerosa?
You would have had it.
Thank you. As long as you know, that's all that matters. But Berthe gets it up forward. Isenbrandt. Back to Joe Glass now, middle of the field. A whole bunch of space. The zone defense a little bit slow to close down on him, and then pressure there on Vase. He wanted the upline leader, but didn't get the cut for it. Berthe wants Espedia, but he's going this way, then that, and then that way, then this. And there's no space. The inside break works. Joe Glass. Joe Glass around to Weiss. Ooh, that one had too much in on the inside out. And
I saw that too.
The wind just took it for a little extra elevator shaft.
As we said, you can't relax.
Don't relax on this wind. So I'll say for the third time, they could make it 14 here, which still wouldn't be game over officially.
They get to match point.
Dayan, Glass, two-player game, center of the field. Espedia, very speedy indeed. Gets a disc in his hands. Of course, he runs the disc in academy, the disc in camp that went down for the first time last year in Fontenay in France with a whole bunch of youth. A very similar kind of program at a similar time to the CUSB Academy. And there they go as we talk about disc in academy. They get on the board, and I'll slowly say it. Take it Titini Vase with the goal for Grenoble. Did I say it right?
I can't tell.
Come on, give it a go. What does that say?
Teikitini. I don't know.
We're doing our best. Any help in the comments, we'll ask him as well when we get a chance. As you know, we have been
number 9.
Number 9, Grenoble with the goal.
Yeah, so not match point yet. Grenoble is saying no. No.
We're not going away. Don't count us out yet.
We are starting to see also many more outside coaches, right, Steph? Grenoble has a couple, and it's a trend picking up in these new sports of ours.
Yeah, I think it's a great trend.
A great improvement.
I think it's,
if you ask me.
If nothing else, okay, sure. They all they do their tactics together, captains and coaches. That one gets away. Now we just take a little bit of pressure off the captains. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Off the players. Then, okay, maybe you get a coach who can inspire, who can see things a little better, see things a little differently, see things when they're not tired. I think it can only help your program. And we see...
And while we are talking, Grenoble has not stopped playing.
They have not stopped playing. The coach of Grenoble overheard us talking earlier, overheard me talking earlier, saying, I think this one's all over, there's nothing left. And I kind of looked over and wondered why with a wink, and maybe they're about to prove us wrong. Maybe they scored 2 of what would be a monumental 8 in a row to win this game. Or 8 out of the next 9 anyways.
Yeah, would be, for sure.
Would be. So they've scored 2. They would need 6 out of the next 7, but assuming they got to go 6 out of the next 7, that means the time cap's going to go, it would be 5 out of the next 6 would get the job done. And it would be a game to 14.
For how the game went, I mean, CESC showed they are pretty mean for this aspect. So let's see if they let Grenoble a little bit of breathing room, or they
bury them.
They closed the game now.
There's all sorts of sayings I have for how to finish a game, but some of them are not commentary appropriate. Seskidistus, Gaël Ancelin, World Games representative for the French national team. Gwen Tessier comes under, slides to the ground, picking up the disc. Now to Monet. Monet winds up, gives the big. Ancelin's there, Cruau's there. Ancelin, great read, drew everybody in and walked and pushed away, got his space at the very last second and made that one count.
Perfect experience read. Yeah, it was about to be a 50-50, became a 80-20.
It was like a vacuum cleaner. Just sucked everybody in and then pulled the cord and said, no, I'm going to go by myself now that you guys all followed me in.
Great read, great.
So, game to 15. Now it's 6 in a row, 6-0 or lose.
6-0 or lose with this wind. You have to be strong, yeah.
So not assuming anything, but I'm going to talk about the next game.
Yeah.
So, Jaka, we got the European champions up on the field next. We saw the ex-Euro champs shout and the silver medalist from the last EUCF, ex-EUCF, in our second game of the day. Our second women's game of the day on the stream field will be Jaka taking on 3SB, the Czechs from Budweiser. The famous Toshnerova sisters anchor that team, but they brought their team a long way. They mean business here. They want to get better and better. They made the top 8. They want more, is what Toshnerova says. So stay tuned for that. Of course, I'm sure you're going to be on Alti TV for the next 3 days straight. So I'll remind you anyways, but we know you're not going anywhere. Monkey, Grenoble. Fouquet, Wind up deep. Oh, that one caught between the elbows pretty much. Gobert. Oh, Espedia pick up. I thought it was up actually, but he admits it was down. The defense was sure it was down. My angle, my immediate impression. Let's have a look here. Oof. That
was super close, man.
Super
Anyway,
close.
Gone.
Here it is one
gone,
more time.
Only defense now.
Oh, I thought that was in his hand. Defense was certain it was down. Bru gets the around from René. Michon to Bru. René cutting inside and out. Ooh, the hard under. Almost cuts her in half. Maubouillet. Oh, floaty. There's company, but Michon takes care of business.
Good timing on that one.
Bru. Oh, it's there. No, it's the other way. And she's gone the other way. And great vision to see it opening on the open side. Give a little fake, wait when the cut changed, and great vision over the top the other way, the outside in around the break side.
Chef's kiss for this throw, yeah.
Chef's kiss for this throw, I like it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a game of Ultimate Frisbee in the mixed division. First round, Seski takes the Battle of France, 15-9. I'm Stefan Rapazzo, happy to have been joined with Andrea Gerosa. Don't you go anywhere, and we'll have more Ultimate action for you all day long.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. LT.TV.
LT.TV.